Hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream. Now, I was having some technical difficulties, so it took a while to start, and then I had to kind of reset the configuration, so some stuff might be off. So apologies in advance for this. If anything's wrong with the configuration. But okay. So, here we go. Um, oh wow, we're almost at friendship level 10. Wrong direction. Each is about ready. Kinda. Ignore just crit rate and crit damage. Not great. But yeah, like his artifact, the sense needs some work. And all. And I guess the goblet as well, but yeah. He's almost ready for it. However, we have a new character coming up that I was wanting to pull for them, but since I wasn't streaming, I decided to wait for him. And that's Argo Xilonen? I think that's how you pronounce her name. Well. Oh. Okay, so we're at 1 pity. This is 11. Actually, hold up. Let me just change some configuration here on my computer. Just moving some windows around. There we go. Much better. So now it's 21. Hey, Collie. I think we have you at full constellations. Now it's 31. Okay, I guess just that. Favonia's sword is always weapon, a good weapon all around. So now it's 41. Candace. Okay, that's a character I do not have max constellation on. I think I only have like one Candace, I think. Oh, now would be two, so might be going to steal one. Now this is 51. Sounds like we'll be heading to the soft speedy. Hi, Collie. And now 61. Yeah, we're getting inching ever so close. I mean, on the bright side, I'm getting a lot of Stardust, which I was out of them. I ran out of Stardust. So... Oh, wait. Yeah. No, that's Sacrificial Sword. Never mind. I was confusing Favonias and Sacrificial. Okay, now. This is 71. Yeah, there we go. And still nothing, by the way. Hello, Candace again. Okay, so it's Candace, Colin, and Dory. We have not seen any Dory yet. But we should be getting our 5-star now, because we're going to be heading to 81. Now, is it Xilonen, or is it a fail 50-50? So, 71, 2, 3, 4, 75, 76, 77, 78. Oh, hi, Tamale. 79. Look, Kachina, I love you, girl, but we already have you at C6. You don't need to show up anymore. We Gucci. Oh, looks like this is gonna take a little longer. So, I lost count how many there were after Kachina, actually. So let's say like there were like 4, I guess. Something like that, around that. So this will be 14. Hey, Tamale, how is the stream looking? Because I lost all my configurations, so I had to reset some of it up. Like, is the audio good? Is it lagging? Like, my audio, the game audio? That's the second multi. Okay. Good to hear. And yeah. There we go, the first Dory that shows up. I do not remember what constellation is my Dory. It could be at C0 for all I know. I don't think it shows here. Yeah, I don't think it shows. Okay, now. Third multi, I think. Oh, look, Rain Slasher. To this day, we don't have a Hydro Claymore, so... You have not a lot of use, considering the game did not help you out. You know, the creators did not help you out. So this is... 4 multis, I think? I'm losing count here. Ollie... So this should be 5? Oh, Kachina! You're very welcome to join us, you know? I only have the base, the free Kachina, so... So this should be 6? Holly loves showing up, huh? No. 7. I should be getting close. Yeah, okay, so... I think I'm, like, reaching soft pity after this. Hey, Dory. And then I'll finally be able to get... Wait. Did I miscount? Or is this a very late? I feel like I miscounted. That seems more likely. Okay, you know what? I can look on my polls. Okay, so I use a total 160. Oh, hey, White. I use 160. About 80 of these pools were for the Kachina. Okay, so I'm, well, 75 or so. So, oh my god. This is a late one. I am around 85. Oh my god. Xilonen. Girl. This, I think, is the latest. So, like, there
Hello,
it is.
I'm Xilonen from the Children of Echoes.
Xilonen.
If you'd like me to forge some tools for you, just let me know. But I do have quite the backlog of commissions at the moment, so even if you submit a request now, it might be a while before I get to it.
No, Tamala, this is not a GG. This is a BG. It, I think she came around like 87 or 80, like around 87 of the guaranteed. Like, what? That is insane. Now, here's the thing. I've seen clips of people using Xilonen C2 with Kaching, and it's just amazing, you know. Kaching just getting major buff, being able to ult all the time. Um, but it's gonna be hard to get a C2, considering how much it took to get C0. Like, it took me 170 pulls, basically, to get her. And I did like Chiori, so I don't know if I gonna try Xilonen, try to get C2, or if I just get Chiori and cut my losses here, you know? Because that was rough. That was some rough pulls. I do have 10 more pulls. So I guess a total of 380 pulls. But I used 170 of those for the first one. So I have 210 if I want to get 2 of them. Yeah. I basically have one guaranteed and the other one I'd have to get early. Not even just win 50-50, but an early win, right? Because like 75, 150, 225. We can put those 5 there. 250. Yeah. Oh, I would have to win a 50-50 basically. That is quite a bet here. We'll do her
The most
trial
important part of
here.
going out to
Hold
have
up.
fun is
This is not the trial. I went the wrong direction. Oh yeah, there's also the
going
free
out.
ones.
So just show up and I'll
Since, as I was saying, I was out of Stardust, so I cannot even get these. So good to be able to buy these. I believe we can do a standard pull. And let's... And look who was our last standard pull. It's only appropriate, right? Our left hand pull. here. So yeah, let's do her trial. Because they basically would have to win a 50-50 to be able to get her C2. Elements cause her to don't rollerblade. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you could kind of remember how it works.
Bring it.
How does she transform into an ocelot again? Oh. No, that. No.
Leave me alone.
No. Yeah. I do not remember, and I just used up all the energy.
At the frying pan, into the fire.
Ring cutter.
You're toast. Boom.
Bring it.
Chip motion to compel.
Oh, okay, there's more.
Witness the power of Gowa.
Nice and spicy.
All right, hear the echoes of the valley.
Boom.
Okay. Oh. Did I just, like, pass by the enemies without fighting them? Whoops. Yeah, I sure did. And we're back once again. And, of course, we had more technical difficulties.
Bring it.
My computer just froze up. I had to restart, so... That's great.
Nice and spicy.
Huh.
Witness the power of Gowa.
Hello?
All right.
There we go.
Incinerate.
Lagging a little bit here. You can hear that, right? The character switch. So bugged out after that, you know. I do not remember.
It's nothing.
Are you not able to hear anything?
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
Then, what are you talking about then? What do you... Oh, when I was saying that. Oh, is...
Boba, get them.
Because the sound of switching characters. It was playing, but no switch was happening.
At the frying pan,
Don't waste my time.
But yeah, Cthulhu, you missed when we were doing the pulls for Xilonen, and that was rough.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Magical lamp!
Wow, how could you be working? Oh, look, I got an achievement.
Booba, get them!
Oh, I hate woke. Worse than that woke. I went to like 75. No, yeah, around 75, 76. Got Kachina. And then I went to like 85. Get the guaranteed Xilonen. Something around that. Like, I might be off by a couple, but like the decimals is correct on both of these.
Nice and spicy!
Too easy.
So, what I was talking about here earlier before starting this character trials was that
Absorption test.
it was something around that. I don't remember the exact, but was
We shall prevail.
Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75.
but what I was talking about before doing the character trials was that I seen people use Sichu Xilonen with Kachina, and how she basically is an oat machine,
Swirl, Mark 2. Eat this!
but it's gonna be tough to get Xilonen Sichu if I decide to go for it. So I was wondering if I try to go for Xilonen Sichu, or if I just go for Shiori instead.
I'm going in! Out of the frying pan. Animal test 6308. Enhanced animal module.
Grant us your blessing.
Nice and spicy.
Get out of here.
From the calculations, the rough calculations I was doing, I basically would need to, I would get around Stuffed Pity in all of them, like maybe a little early or so, but I would need to succeed 150-50. Because I have 205 left. And I don't think it updated here yet. No. No, wait. It did. Okay. So, yeah. The Ching was there, so I'm at 12 pity. Oh, 12. Wait, what? Why did it? What? I'm so confused. How am I? What? No. Oh, no. It didn't update everything. Okay, there we go. It didn't update everything. Okay. But yeah. I'm wondering if I try to go for C2 or just go for Shiori and cut my losses there. Like, I'm not gonna be pulling next patch. That's much is certain. So like, I have some time to build up for like Move Week and stuff. I mean, I would love to get Oron, but apparently he's a 4-star, and I'm not gonna be pulling on a banner for a 4-star. Chaska is like nothing against her, but nothing in favor either. Like, Oh, okay, so she was C1. Now she's C5. Then she was C3. And now she's C6.
You can only do so much on your own, but with a group,
I forget that the trial counts for domains.
anything's possible.
So, like, if I were to do this... Okay, you know what? 42... Right, I can also get these here. I think I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try to go for it. Just for the fun to be able to use more Kachina, you know? And Xilonen is nice. So... Which? Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, which, yeah, I got that, which is kind of funny. Well, I don't have Wonder, so I don't really care that much. But here we go. Let's just count as one multi, because I don't remember at what point of the last one we got her. And it's already C6. So we're just looking for one Dory other than Xilonen, of course. So that's one multi. That's two multis. Okay, we got an early. Good news. A fail early. Okay. But it wasn't early, so that's something. So now we're like at 18. I think we're at 18 pity or so. Chichu was the second one, right? And also we got C6 story now. I wrote Chichu, yeah. I'm in. As much as I hate to say this, at least it wasn't Kachin. Because she's already C6. At least Chicha can still get some constellations. Hey! But we got it early again. So we got like in two multis and two multis. Okay. Now it's looking more... Now it's pretty much guaranteed. We can get her C2. So, there's one multi. Yeah, sure. I'll take that. I'm in. When it was just me and Tamale, we did not make that work before. There's two multis. You both said the same thing. This is three multis. I mean, to be fair, in Zenless Zone, we're both good on limited character pulls. Neither of us have lost it 50-50 yet. So now this is 4, I believe. Yeah, like, we don't talk about my Genshin luck. Zenless own luck, though. I'm not sure about my Star Rail luck. I kind of haven't really paid much attention to it. Kind of like, it started well, but then it kind of became mediocre. So this is 5th multi. This is 6th multi. Look at that. We're heading to Softpedia, yeah. Yeah, this is 7 multis, right? Yep, 7 multis. And we're gonna be heading Softpedia after this. Let's see. Okay. Seven, 8. And even then, it was 79, but it was a 50-50 win. So, there we go. We got her C2. It only cost us 285, I think. Hold up. So I had 380, so yeah, 285. It only cost us 285 to get her D2. Might as well try the 50-50 now, I guess. You know, what have I got to lose? Either I get Chiori, or I have guaranteed for Mavuika. That's 2 multis. That's 3 multis. Also, I just realized I left this screen on when the computer froze. That is 4 multis right now, correct? Oh, and we're already doing it. 1, 2.
I am Chiori, the owner of Chioria Boutique. Feel free to find me if you'd like to commission any tailor-made outfits. As for any other requests, it all depends on whether you have enough to offer in exchange. Just the rules of the business. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Also, smoking, drinking, and causing a ruckus are all strictly prohibited within the boutique. That whole the customer is king concept doesn't fly here. And even when royalty does come into the shop, if they don't adhere to the rules, they'll find themselves being tossed out and kissing the pavement just like anyone else.
Oh my god, that is so much stuff that she thinks. It's kind of like Moalani also talks a lot. Yeah, when you get them the first time. Like, when we got Xilonen, she talked. But the other time she did it. But they have a lot to say. Okay, so we have 55 left. Now this. Yeah, I think in 5.0 they started this. Yeah, this. The restore 25 energy and decrease burst cooldown. This is very important. Very important part. Hey, Chi-Chi. You're C4 now. And I guess I should have done this all the way down there, huh? Oh, there was Dory. And yeah, we have Fury there. So a couple characters to work on, you know?
Ever tried chasing waves before? You want to
Okay.
try? Well,
I think
no time like the present.
I think we
I'll help
got
you find the closest.
that done. So now we can finally go back to the story, you know? We got Kachina's ancient name with Chaska and that other guy that was trying to recover his friend's name. We probably should... No, actually no. It's kind of close.
Woohoo!
Oh, and a waypoint that I have not seen. Oh, Dia. Yeah, I was like, Dahia. That's not her name. But okay, let's get back to the story, because I'm behind. I should have completed this last patch.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
What happened to Stadium?
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
You learned the Pirate Argon's battle against
The
El
Fatui
Capitano.
We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
That's
Yeah,
right.
what if the Fatui
There was
finds out you've
great
lost your
fight,
power?
by the way,
Won't
between
they try to
Mofuik and
take advantage of the
Capitano.
situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the
I don't
pride
know.
of your tribe.
I have no
Archon,
idea what Jansen's
I'm
is
sorry
capable
about
of.
before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well.
Yeah, very understandable, Malani. And Cthulhu, you're saying as if you didn't watch it yourself. And besides, if you wanna see basically my reaction to it, the VOD is up on YouTube already.
Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
And why is the camera panning? Okay, that was... what's the word for it? Ominous. There we go. That was
What
ominous.
is this place?
Is this
Hey,
related to
isn't that
Sit
Antaea's
Wally?
talisman?
Good eye. This is where
Oh.
I store all the
Guess
various
just
mementos I've
Mavuikas.
collected.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes. And physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory.
Fair. My memory's
Now,
not the greatest.
I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Alright, we'll have a look.
Okay. So let's. Oh, you have no idea how common that is, Cthulhu. Not just your thing. Come
There
on,
are so
don't be
many
selfish.
jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind.
Masters
They're
of the Night Wind.
ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a
Yamaya.
lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by
I'm
now.
on expecting all kind of juicy information and treasure. Oh, it was just grape juice. Hello,
Make
young
sure
son.
to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
A belt.
Whoa,
The
that
observer
belt
belt.
is bigger than Paimon's head.
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and
Collective
contests
of
of
Plenty.
strength.
Bodybuilding
This belt
competition.
is a symbol of great honor
Okay.
within the tribe.
Didn't expect
The
that.
association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even two people to lift.
Oh my god.
And even if a
Imagine
warrior had the strength
two
to put
people
it on,
having
wearing it for any length of time would still leave them
a hard
gasping
time
for
lifting
breath.
up a belt.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Okay. What's up, Chaska?
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
Oh,
Hey, there's a
Looked at
fish
the wrong
around
thing.
here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
yeah, I imagine.
That's right. It
People
belongs
of the
to a
Springs.
legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and
Matavaru.
I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered
Oh.
in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been
Oh.
corroded by the abyss. He managed
not
to
expect
kill
the
the
abyss
fish, but
Be part of this.
sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was
Yes,
far more
Mavuika
valuable
answered,
than the prize
Paimon
itself.
thinks he won.
In the end, he didn't
Who's
want his
Paimon?
tools to go to
I don't know.
waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head to head sometime.
A head-to-head competition with Mavuika in fishing, huh? What do you think, Molani?
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Oh. Fishing basket? Oh, we can't interact with the flowers. Okay. That's why I interact with the fishing rod. Okay. Oh. Now everything. The talisman from Tia.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle. The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
I mean, a little bit.
If each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot.
Like, Collective of Plenty are really
Does
into
every
physical
item
strength,
hold a special
which
memory, just like Atea's talisman?
really surprised me.
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes.
Each one
They
reminds them
demonstrate the
of a
true
person.
shape of time.
You know?
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept,
Okay.
almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
What do you mean by that?
Paimon's not sure she understands.
Yeah, I want a better
Let's
explanation.
say
now.
your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
I'd have to say all of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means
The
to
funny
perceive
cereal.
it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the
Yeah,
present.
she's not convincing me
But
here.
too often we forget
Like,
the past.
it's not
and
different
neglect
from the linear
future.
thing. Each name, record the past,
While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future.
lead to the future.
Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
First Archon created the rule. I mean, makes sense, you know. The first god of the nation created the rule.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal
Laws.
man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So it all comes down to the power of the
Interesting.
divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes.
Aw,
That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised.
look at her family there. And I guess she's from the Science of the Canopy, surprisingly. If they have the Yunkasaurus there. But look at that. That is adorable.
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas.
And her mother
commissioned
looks
a
great.
famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
Sometimes.
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My
my.
sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they
Aw.
froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
Forgave them just like that.
Isn't that what being a family is all about?
I mean, it's not like
I
they
think about that story
made a
lot,
mess
actually.
conscious.
As the Archon,
And in a way,
I
it's
made a
kind of your
vow
fault
to
for not
defend this nation.
closing
And
the door
experiences
properly.
like that,
Like you guys.
they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
No.
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art.
I guess becoming the Archon extended her life, I'm guessing.
Anyway, that's enough about me.
Because the way
Now that
she's
the
talking about
powder
her
is settled,
sister,
we can begin.
it's in the
Fiancé,
past.
Mulani Chaska. Over here, please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
I mean,
Surely as the echoes of life
You're-
resound through heaven
you're
and
not
earth,
wrong there, Cthulhu.
so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Oh, we're able to see Kachina.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me.
Okay, and
I've
this.
been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss.
Of course
I
it
was
is.
waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me.
Almost.
is weakening, so I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about
You don't
me.
need to worry about it. Of course we do.
I've never been strong or special at all, really.
Oh,
So I
come
don't
on,
blame
Kachina.
anyone
You
for
won the
forgetting about
competition.
me or
Where's that
leaving me
confidence?
behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina.
Right?
Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden.
Yeah.
You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared.
See,
Everything
now
I've
she's
done has been creepy.
letting out the feelings that she was hiding.
I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you.
Oh, the connection.
Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form.
Yeah,
This
I
entrance to the Night
imagined
Kingdom was
I was
left
gonna-
behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I
Not
know.
really sure how that's
I'm
gonna
prepared
work
for
with the
that
Traveler.
possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption.
Luigi.
That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle,
That won't happen.
I hope not.
But if it does, we're not gonna talk about it. No. Okay then.
Woohoo!
Over there. Um. Here. Ooh, I see. Well, let's go. The music. Hey, a chest.
So we're underneath Natland right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
And
That's
what
because
were
in
you
the distant
imagining?
past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins?
I don't think she's talking about the Saurians.
Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No, it's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Look at this. The party. Just what I wanted to hear.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
A lot of adventures
Of
here, huh?
course. I'm eager to get started.
Adventures live for moments like these.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Okay. Now, where is that chest that it showed me the cutscene?
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
If only there was a way, you know?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional
a little
guidance for
laggy.
many of Natland's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Oh,
So
nutrition
basically
as
no
well.
sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
Yeah, I was expecting something like that when I was talking about her diet. Like, yeah, Paimon's not really fond of that kind of style.
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Out of the frying pan.
The wind knows me. Time to go. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Woohoo!
Done? Okay. Is there anything this way? No. Doesn't seem like it.
Need a surfboard?
Now, I could get this. Or I could.
Woohoo!
There we go. That's what I meant to do.
Oh, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Oh, we're gonna be surfing our way up there. Maybe. Maybe we're going in a different direction.
Nice and spicy.
Woohoo!
Amazing. Out
nature.
There we go. Oh, I thought it was a chest. Might as well heal up over here.
Off we go.
Yeah, this one I'm gonna have to use. Just wall riding, you know. It'll be.
Nice and spicy.
As one with wind and cloud.
Oh, you. You might be a problem.
The show begins. It really hurt. You're toast.
I
Chill out. Carving way.
did a dash, but okay. There's some base healing there. Okay, next. Fine.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
What? Are you having some trouble climbing, Paimon? If only you could fly, right? Okay. Now we found the rift.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the Abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay,
I'm in.
Paimon just needs to psych herself up.
Where do you
push her
think
through
we're
before she's
gonna
ready.
be going, Paimon? How do you think we would find Kachina?
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
Nick.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
Yeah, there's abyssal energy everywhere.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Everything is new.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that
Yeah.
patch of light on the ground?
It's actually
Shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, right
important
in front
question.
of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
Ah.
That's it?
Yeah, don't try it now.
Right, we still got a
Otherwise, you're
job
just
to
gonna
do.
leave.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
Okay.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Being
Yeah,
very
These
careful.
floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Yeah, I'm
Those
curious
are all
about that too.
manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Who said that?
Ghost!
Calm down. I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
Oh! Wait, does that mean you're...
Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I
Yeah.
was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me.
Like,
It's
Bichama
like it
was the one helping us
seeking me
get
out, attempting to
Kachina's
reassemble
Asian
the
name
pieces
back.
of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much.
when you're
I'm
not
sorry I can only appear before
you
you in this
anymore.
imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more. But we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph
You two were
or
close
death,
friends.
you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Yeah, I can tell.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here. You can't go on.
Okay, there we
Stay
go.
close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
May I present?
Any day now. Yeah.
We won't be able to keep this
Oh.
up. Let's try another route.
Okay,
This way.
that was... It just lagged me out.
Need a surfboard?
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
I mean, it's real quick. There we go.
Off we go.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
I am. Sounds like there's another battle. Or a cutscene. That works too. What? Okay, yeah, there's a lot of them.
Did you hear that?
Do you not see that? Or are you talking about something
mind.
else?
It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that?
I mean, you
I heard
could
it too.
tell us.
It was a voice from the abyss.
Ah.
What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Okay. Ah, there it is. There's the voice of the abyss.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
Oh, Kachina. More of these.
We're here, Kachina! Honey? You made it! Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
That's fine.
Good idea. Let's go!
Easy peasy. Oh!
May I
Hold on.
present? Japan!
Out of the frying pan, it's
The wind knows me. Crab clouds high. The birds call.
I mean, makes sense, but I was not expecting us to be using Kachina there.
You're here. You're finally here. Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The YF's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here. Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the YF with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has
Yeah, it's
something to do
possible
with the contamination
if
from
we
the
can
abyss.
help fix it
That
right
was
now.
the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current
You
situation,
know a lot about this
I don't
stuff,
think
huh?
we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still, we can't just leave the YF to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I guess saving one's better than saving none at all, huh?
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Well, you're kind of reminding her
Just a headache. And that voice
of the
again,
monster.
telling me to abandon the YF and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Oh, where's the totem pole?
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer. Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the YUB, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach
Yeah.
your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides,
I mean, I'm not sure being familiar there would help.
time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
And I thought we were gonna use your help
Thank
to go
you
back.
for everything. You're a true
Okay,
hero.
have a good night, Cthulhu.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk. I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. Woohoo! Wyabb! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you.
All the abyssal energy around it.
Wyabb, can you hear me? Wyabb?
Honestly, I was not
The
expecting a
contamination
voice
is already too
answering.
severe. It's preventing the Wyabb from answering our calls. Alright, get ready everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Yeah, I'll help.
Careful. We've got company.
Oh.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly.
Huh.
You tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malcolm?
Oh.
You would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than
Yeah.
worrying about him, I would urge you to
Like you were
focus
saying,
on
his time was
yourself.
running out.
You may have defeated others of my kind in the past.
Yeah,
but
you
defeat
do look
me
familiar.
now, and it will be to your peril.
I don't know about that.
The power of the Abyss is intoxicating.
Wait, are you the one behind all this? Yeah, there you go.
Masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter.
Well, not exactly like that.
That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all.
But the power of friendship.
The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while
That
you,
is
Kachina,
not here nor there.
remain so
And
pathetically weak?
Kachina's not pathetically weak. He even won the tournament. He's just
Kachina.
trying to get into her head.
Give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you. Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear. Because I'm not alone anymore. You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship.
The power of
Power
friendship.
lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said.
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Oh, okay. Now let's not overestimate yourself.
You deserve
We're all
what's coming
here,
to
so
you.
might as well all.
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Oh, okay. I'm actually just using the Xilonen.
Check this out. Best of luck. Right here. Clear the area.
Right. There we go.
Off we go.
Yeah, I'm out of energy here, so. Oops.
Right here. Let her out.
There we go.
We won. We actually won.
Nice job.
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
Like a
I'm
proud
happy too,
mom,
Alani.
you know.
Together we really are unstoppable. Huh? What's happening?
The ancient name.
My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Is this
Wait,
a good or bad
does
thing?
that mean you're...
Looks like it's a good thing.
That was a bold move. Diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend. Especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something.
Is that her
Everything you
ancestor?
said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars, and lots of unnecessary suffering, for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play.
And the music too?
Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of
Giant.
the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayab. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Fist bump. Come on. Come on, Molani. I wish I could catch that. I mean, I guess I kind of caught it for like a moment. Oh.
What's wrong, Malani? Ah, so many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to.
Does that mean I already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to
I
need
mean,
a lot
yeah,
of explaining.
looks like Malani.
Let's focus on saving the wild
Very much
first.
more important than I imagined. Yeah, not sure how they're doing this, but sure.
Okay, that should be enough. Why up? Why up? Can you hear me?
Can you hear?
I hear your voice, Kachina.
Oh.
My dear child.
I thought it had a different
Great.
voice
Well then,
before.
I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay.
Okay.
I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you.
Like
Your
Mother
ancient
Nature,
name
no?
is
Like
just
Gaia.
that, a name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name. But it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change, no matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it's time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. We need to run!
What? No?
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
Thank you, Sealy. Run for it. Okay, I did not expect something like this.
The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here.
Is it
Watch out
closing?
for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle!
Oh, there's Yunsun. And prototype Rancor. I noticed that weapon. Look at that. Kachina coming in. Yeah, I was like, where's Morlani? Oh, oh, the light. What now? Mayday? Mayday? Oh, is it like Mavuika? Because there was fire? Oh. Yeah.
You've done well. Now come home.
Okay, she just brute force that. That. Okay. I'll wait until I can pause this.
We're back.
Okay. Now, that kind of reminds me of the chasm in Liyue. How they were getting out of there, but it was a tight situation, and then Xiao kind of helped save the others, but he was going to be left behind, but then Zhongli saved him. That's kind of how I feel like this is. How Mavuika ended up showing up to save them. The same way. Yep. Still great. Don't get me wrong. Both situations were great.
The Pyro Archon
And
saved
shows
us.
the Archon's power, you know? Save
She's
their
not
people.
here.
How did she regain her
Yeah,
strength?
didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
Oh. And what's the price here?
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get
I
you to a
am
doctor soon.
now worried about that
Let's get back
price
to the stadium.
that Yunsun's
The
talking
Pyro
about.
Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
I'm completely fine.
Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're
Yeah.
all a part of the plan now.
Because
Every
I
move we
believe
make from
Yunsun
here on
knows a
out
part of
will
it.
decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
Okay. There we go. Let's... Oh, and that's shoot.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
That's right.
It's good to see you all here in one
Like
piece.
I saw that, but I didn't
I
compute
know you
that.
must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first.
Koichi.
It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan.
I am
Take a seat,
worried about
everybody.
that price
I'll examine you one
and
by
how
one.
everything from this room was gone. Everyone has some degree of vessel contamination. But thanks to Uchi. They said her name and I already forgot how it's pronounced. That's experience treating a vessel contamination. The harmful effect will not be permanent. Also relieves Kachina's symptoms.
All right, that should do it for now. but just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune
What
to
can I
its
say?
power.
It's like we're
He
from a
always
different
has
world,
been
you
special
know?
like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Yeah, we don't know why though.
Given the current
We're
situation, that ability will likely play a
very
great role
out
in
of
the
this
events
world.
to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
Uichi.
All right, all right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
I have no
Yeah.
idea why it's pronounced Uichi, but sure, Uichi.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom.
Now lore time.
I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year, huh?
That's right.
Like, I could
But I've
tell
only
something
ever
was going
disclosed
on
that
with the
fact to the
Abyss.
handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Tevat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their
It's
threat to
only
Natlan remains as real
delayed,
as ever.
yeah.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines.
Ah.
Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss.
Oh, and guess
But at
how
that
long
time,
ago
we
that
were
was.
a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save
A
Natlan.
500-year-long
So
plan,
that's
huh?
what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories.
Yeah, the giant.
Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
Oh.
That's
okay.
right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitations
Yeah.
of our lifespan.
So, they used to be humans before they became Archon. That doesn't mean they are still human. As I was saying, like, her sister was long gone, and she had gained longevity as an Archon.
A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse.
What
But,
do you
as
mean?
we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
That was all part of the plan?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wyab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old, 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity.
Yeah.
After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So
She
in
embodies
other words,
that name.
you
for
always
sure.
knew who the Wyab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wyab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to
If they
unblock
can
that
stop
information from
communication.
being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Xilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
Okay, so Xilonen, Kinich, Yansan, and Moalani. So we have left wait. Yansan is from Collective of Plant. Yeah. So Master of the Night Wind or something like that. And I don't remember what the other tribe name. Those are the only 2 left.
But we have less than a year.
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Not exactly.
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential.
Yeah, because you're kind of
Just
being
like your
forced
determination
into
to
it.
save Kachina, I
Not
hope
really
your commitment to this
realizing
endeavor
it
comes from
and
your
stepping
own
up
strength
to
of
the
will,
plate, you know?
rather than a sense of obligation.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then.
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
What if they don't make it in time?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean you...
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom.
After all, if it wasn't for that, we
I was
would
the
be
one
stuck
who
there.
allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, The items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
Fuel.
Fuel? Ah, so back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds.
I'm sorry to interrupt such a important moment here, but like, over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. I'm just imagining like the hero of the people of the springs carrying like the fishing equipment to battle. Or like the one from, I believe, Collective of... Was it Collective of Plenty that had like the very heavy belt? Or the other one that had the jar of grape juice? Like, you're telling me they carry those stuff into battle? Anyway, actually important stuff here.
It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures?
Yeah.
What about their stories?
But Natlan's more precious,
That's
you
exactly
know?
why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Yeah.
Even
They
when you put it that
proved
way,
useful,
I
you know?
still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime.
I don't think a
Now
drink
that Kachina
is
has
equivalent
returned,
here,
we can
but
finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right. You should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
yeah. Hold up. What do we have here? Hello? Okay.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot.
Hello again. Welcome back. This computer, man. Giving me lots of trouble. So, let's go over what we missed. Hopefully it's just this.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all
Hey,
walks of
hello.
life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it.
Infinite potential, huh?
One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me.
Yeah, about that.
So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Are we going to go to another memory now?
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times.
That weapon's like the in the battle pass, right?
Exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
And what was the other memory? We had people of the springs, children of the echoes.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon
our
again?
family.
But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
Yeah, I don't think.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day.
If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
And you can bet she hasn't.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Nadland!
Yeah, Tana.
No one fights alone.
Zombie. No one fights alone. There's that line again. Yeah, all the people from her past.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
Inappropriate moment.
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
That was quite an experience.
Woohoo!
That's not what I meant to do.
Time to go.
Woohoo!
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Koichi.
no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. But, it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... Well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Huh?
Ah, well,
Really?
you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
You can tell us anything.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoke her so she'd take that impulse out on you?
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
Made yourself just...
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
I respect your decision.
I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Yeah. Do we even know other
Who
doctors?
would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
Like, even Natlan aside, do we know any doctors on the other nations? Trying to think here. Like, I mean, I guess like Baiju counts as a doctor. Anybody else? Let's try. I can't really think of anybody else from the top of my head. Like a character that would be a doctor. They're trying to look out for. I mean, it might be they're just escaping my mind right now, but yeah. They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
It always is, Paimon. It always is. Look at him go.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be done with you when we get back.
I was like,
I had no choice.
Are you sure about that?
Invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Yeah.
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
They didn't even attempt the first stage, huh?
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
Yeah. Quite ironic, huh?
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal.
Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends.
Yeah.
Noelani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom.
Yeah.
They too deserve to be called our heroes.
Of course.
So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel being a hero, Kachina? To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so
You get used to it.
surreal.
Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That way I'll also become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Yeah. Hello, me. Well, let's get talking here.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite!
You look like you've still got questions.
Is it?
Ask away.
Or is it just food and drinks in general, Paimon? Why didn't you get the heroes of the past join you in this city?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time. For in 500 years, Natlan will be destroyed.
Yeah.
It seemed too cruel.
She did have
You
to
could just
leave
as
her
easily
family,
point
so
out
she
that
knows
everything
about
in this
that.
world would come to an end eventually. But life is short. And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous.
Yeah.
I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me.
Yeah.
Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But
Don't
since
say
I was
that.
the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses.
Yeah, like I was saying,
But of
they
course,
were from the Science of
none of
Canopy.
her buildings are around anymore. Still,
Yeah,
it
500
was an
years
impressive
is
achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
hard to keep. So that's a life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long
In a way, it's kind of similar to the siblings,
This
the travelers.
is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
Oh, that's actually what I want to ask.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me, right?
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Ancient names can be forged?
They can.
Can
Several
acquire an
strict
ancient name
conditions must
by
be
the
met,
end?
but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0.
Fair.
Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You don't have to promise me anything.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Xilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an
Xilonen.
Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
And there we go. We finally finished Act 2.
My lord,
We've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power.
Oh.
Although your injury complicates things, this is most
Kachina.
certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now.
You have your
As for
honor.
you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
Is this Oro?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
Okay. So instead of continuing the Argon quest today, I think I just want to find and fight this boss, and we're gonna be done for the day. Bit different than usual, but yeah, like those computer freezes really annoyed me, and it's good to have a good stopping point in the story, you know. This part is where we should have been last patch.
Need a surfboard?
But I kind of failed on streaming.
Woohoo!
Now, other than the fact that this computer is not helping, I'll be trying to do other streams to continue on the patch. Now let's where could okay, I kind of okay, I got that. Let's unlock that. Oh! Oh! Let's... I missed that. Okay, there's one left. Oh, I see them. Nope.